Hey everybody, in our Bible for today that's got our good news in it, there's a wonderful story about Jesus and some of his disciples, only they didn't know it was Jesus at first. So we get to practice our surprise faces. Okay, so we have to pretend like we're surprised and we'll put on our surprised faces. Ready? Here we go. Oh, that was good. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to do another one. Oh, that's my other surprise face. So I'm going to tell you the story and then I'll tell you when we're going to use our surprise faces. Okay, so right after Jesus had risen from the dead, it was on Sunday, it was on that same day, two of his disciples were walking to this place called Emmaus. And all of a sudden, whoa, this other guy just kind of is there with them. So let's use our surprised face. Oh, this other guy, he's right there. So then this other guy, this man, he's walking along with them and he says, hey, what's been happening recently? And again, let's use our surprised faces. What? You can say what? Because this man didn't seem to know what had been happening. And they said, well, Jesus was crucified and he died and then he came back to life. He rose from the dead. Haven't you heard? Everybody knows that. Apparently, the man didn't say that he had heard. So they walked and walked and walked. They got to Emmaus. They went into a house and they had a meal because they were probably hungry, from walking 7 miles. And so they sat down and Jesus, who they did not know it was Jesus, this man picks up the bread and, breaks the bread apart, gives everybody some. So now we use our surprised faces again. Ready? What? It was Jesus. They didn't even know it was Jesus until he broke the bread apart to give to them. And then, well, we need our surprised faces again. But Jesus was gone. It's like, where did he go? They didn't know, but he was there. And he heard their stories. And then he ate with them. He broke the bread and gave it to them. And then he was gone. So that's one of the perplexing stories from the Bible. Sometimes we don't understand them or we go, really, what was that one about? And we're not really sure. But we do know that it is a story about Jesus that happened after he died and rose from the dead. So we'll just kind of ponder that question of what happened and kind of ponder that story as to what it could be for us. So thanks be to God for this beautiful story that God has given us in the book of Luke.